Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points, and it is Eldar versus Blood Angels. One of the old-time clashes here, but finally for 8th edition, and for the newer lists for both of these armies, they'll finally get to fight it out across this bombed-out, ruined city here. Barricades, burnt-out Blood Angel vehicles as well on the board, and it's in this area the Blood Angels are operating, and Eldar will come swooping in to engage them in open battle. Right, so 2,000 points of Eldar here. It's the revamped list. So it's Battleforged, and it's two different detachments, Ienden Vanguard and then Elatok Battalion detachments here. So for the battalion, 1, 2, 3 units of troops, 3 units of 5 rangers. Then for the HQs, I've just moved Prince Hero over there, he's with the wrong detachment. But it's 1, 2, 3 HQs. First is the Avatar of Cain. Next is a Warlock with Conceal Reveal. Psychic power for him. Then an Autarch Skyrunner on a jet bike. He's the Warlord. He's got an eye on distant events as his Warlord trait, so he ignores Overwatch. And for the Relic, he's taken a Shimmer Plume as well to give him -1 to hit. There's a fast attack choice as well taken. That's the 5 Shining Spears with the Exarch in there with the Star Lance. Then the Vanguard detachment. There's 3 detachments really for the Imperial, the Wraith Knight as well. But here it's Vanguard, Ienden Craftworld, Wraith Guard, 5 of them with Wraith Cannons, Wraith Blades with the Force Shields and Ghost Axes. Prince Uriel is one of the HQs, and then also Spirit Seer, and he has taken Protect and Jinx for his psychic power. Then 10 Striking Scorpions, Scorpion Exarch with Scorpion's Claw. That's the 3 elites that have to be taken to make up that detachment. And then the Super Heavy Auxiliary Detachment, it's the Wraith Knight with Heavy Wraith Cannons. That's the Eldar list. I've paid a command point here to take an extra relic, which is the Sotronome of Ienden on him, on the Spirit Seer. That grants the double attacks for units within 6 inches. There, if we need it, may well need it against the Blood Angels. Alright, so that's the Eldar list here. It'll be a fresh test for them as they try and take on. It's a modified Blood Angels list here, and James is going to take command. So, Blood Angels here, it's a modified list as we continue to experiment and develop with them. So, I always used to run 2 Storm Ravens. I've brought that combo back here for this particular list. It'll be interesting to see how double Storm Raven performs. Alright, so it's a battalion detachment here. 3 troops, 1, 2, 3 units of scouts. First with combat knives and bolt pistols. First with bolters and a heavy bolter, and then bolters for the squad at the back. Then elites here, it's a unit of Sanguinary Guard, all with the Carmine Swords and Angelus Bolt Guns. Then we have the Sanguinor himself, and he is the Warlord with Heroic Bearing, Warlord trait for him. Then we have the Sanguinary Priest, Veritas Vitae Relic has been given to him, he's got a chainsword. And then the Chaplain here, regular Space Marine Chaplain. Then 5 Thunderhammer Terminators, each with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. So that's the infantry, it's not too many. So then for heavies, there's 2 Predator Annihilators here, Twin Las Cannons Sponsons. Hunter Killer Missiles have been paid for both, and Storm Bolters have been paid for both as well. Then onto the Storm Raven gunships. This one here has been equipped with Twin Las Cannon, Twin Multi-Melter, the rockets, and then also Hurricane Bolters, as you can see. And this one here is the unupdated one. I can't afford the points in this list anyway, so it's the same as this one here, but except it doesn't have the Hurricane Bolters. That's the list here. Double Storm Raven, like the good old days here. We'll see how well that performs now in 8th edition with the new codexes, and also against this Eldar list in particular. We'll go on to scenario and deployment next. Alright, so the scenario is called Deadlock. Here, we've played this one before. It's an interesting mission. 6 tactical objectives. Objective number 3 is here. Just to tell you the ends first of all. It's Dawn of War deployments. The Eldar at this end. James chose the other side, so the line of dice here, 12 inches in for the Eldar, 12 inches in here for the Blood Angels, like so. James has chosen the end of the statue of the Space Marine. Tactical objective number 3 is here. The Eldar have placed one up here, nice spot for the Rangers, and another one here at tactical objective number 5. That's number 4. Then coming around here, objective number 6 is at the foot of the statue. Objective number 1 on top of the building. Objective number 2 just there in that ruin as well. There's a lot of high ground, vitally important here. Strategic points on the battlefield that are higher up seem to be of value here in this battle. You can see what units I've dropped from my Blood Angels list. The Battle Predators are wrecked. As you can imagine, the Blood Angels have lost units here in a fight, and they've had to call in some air support, so it's starting to form quite a good story here. But Deadlock. We draw 6 tactical objectives. Each turn, the number of objectives you're allowed to hold drops by 1. So turn 2, you're allowed to hold 5, then 4, 3, 2, and so on. And then if you start a turn with less than the amount than you're allowed, say on the second turn you're allowed 5 and you've only got 3, you can draw up to that number to top them up to the number they should be at. Turn 3 onwards, stratagems cost double the amount of command points. This is all to reflect this Deadlock mission. Slay the Warlord, First Blood and Linebreaker, all available as usual. So that's the scenario. Deadlock is the mission. I'm going to start placing units on the board now as we start deploying these forces. So the mat that we're using in this game, it's by gamemat.eu, so you can check them out. They do a whole range of battle mats. This one suits nicely for this urban feel that we've gone for. Simply roll the mat out, it goes nice and flat. Rubbery surface here, printed design on top. Nice and soft, nice and quiet for dice rolling. Not that rattling sound. Any figures that fall over, nice soft surface, but it rolls out nice and flat, which is great. Then we simply put our terrain on top, and then here some stones and some scatter just sprinkled around the edges just to blend it all in. Works very well. So really impressed with this mat. It's created a nice atmosphere for this ruin terrain to fight across. But check them out. It's gamemat.eu. They supply mats and terrain. Lots of terrain sets available from them as well. Alright, so deployment done for both sides here. Eldar are a bit wary of this Blood Angels force. Double Storm Ravens, quite a potent combination for the Blood Angels to have. But deploying, James agrees here, he likes the idea. Wraith Knight has gone on the left-hand side, ready to move out. Rangers have deployed here, securing objective number 5. Objective number 4 has been secured by Rangers as well. Nice sniping view from here all across the battlefield for these. Then an Iron cluster here, Prince Uriel, the Wraith Blades, the Warlock for Iron Den, the Spirits of Iron Den, and the Warlock from Latox just with them as well. Avatar's just here next to this building. Then the jet bikes have deployed centrally with the Autarch just behind them. Then across on this side, the Rangers have deployed on objective number 3. Just to declare the reserves, the Scorpions are lurking in the shadows in one of the ruins, perhaps somewhere on the battlefield, and then also have the Wraith Guard. They have used Webway Strike. We failed to keep that command point. They have gone into reserve to turn up turn 1 onwards. Then for the Blood Angels, the Storm Ravens have gone over here, miles away from trouble, so they should be fine on turn 1, which is very good news for the Blood Angels. I've got a feeling these could cause trouble for the Eldar if these are allowed to dominate the skies. Scouts deploying using their concealed position special rules, so they've deployed outside of their deployment zone. Scouts have deployed on objective number 1 as well. Predator Annihilator here, one inside the ruin and obscured, so it will gain cover. And then the scouts just in front of them securing objective number 2. Both sides look pretty strong here. So turn 1 is going to be interesting. That is the end of deployment. James has reserves as well to call upon in the form of the Sanguinary Guard and the Sanguinor, deep strike down, and then the Chaplain, Sanguinary Priest, and then the Assault Terminators are all inside the Storm Raven without the Hurricane Bolters, which is this one here. This is the more expendable one. This is the true gunship here, just for flying around and laying down blankets of firepower, which a Storm Raven gunship is very good at doing. That's the end of deployment. We've gone to the first turn. James finished deploying a long time before the Eldar completed. So James is on +1. But +1 won't help you if we roll... Oh, it's a 3. James has to simply roll a 6 of his golden dice of doom. We'll try and seize initiative. No, we fail. It's a 1. Blood Angels get to go first here. A lot of people have written off the Blood Angels, saying they are... James says he hasn't.
We are the Emperor's finest.
Oh dear. If it's an Imperial army, James will fight tooth and nail with them. And I think, optimistic here, Blood Angels have a sting in their tower for sure. And they have 2 Storm Ravens potentially to dominate the skies. We've gone to the first turn. Blood Angels will get to make the first move. Alright, so here we go. Tape measure comes out. And the Storm Raven gunship's free to move as they please. This is good here for the Blood Angels. Turn 1, not being harassed by firepower, free to move out with the Storm Raven gunships. Oh no. The Rangers are going to get blown away. Oh dear. I've got a feeling here. They've got to be careful. They've got to respect the Blood Angels here. They're out for revenge. They've lost so many games. They've got nothing to lose. And they're a bit of a loose cannon on the channel now. And they really could be an army that's going to spoil the show for a number of the stronger armies on the channel. So they've struggled against Astra Militarum. But here, against the more elite army, they may do better. Not as many targets here for them, not as many units to deal with, and so their elite firepower and close combat potential may well cause real problems for the Eldar. But we'll see. We'll let James make his moves here. Alright, so James on his moves here at the moment, just his cards, starts with 6, you get a whole load of them. So Swift Advance, which he's just fulfilled, I'll show you that in just a moment. Secure Objective, this is priority orders received, and then he then drew a secure objective number 3. It's your Warlord has to capture this one, I think. Right, so number 3 is...
over there, where the scouts are.
It's around here, so it's some distance away. Just there. Scouts are on the way to that destination though. Domination, so that's all of the objective markers. Advance, which is score one victory point if no unit from your army is within your deployment zone. James has kept some units back. Purity through bloodshed, score one victory point if enemy unit was destroyed during the fight phase this turn. And the last model in the enemy unit was slain by an attack made by Blood Angel's unit. Scored D3 victory points if at least 3 enemy units were just so destroyed. Or D3 plus 3 if at least 6. So nice bloodshed, that's good. And then no prisoners destroyed during your turn. just general destruction, either shooting or close combat. So a lot of cards there for killing things, which will suit the Blood Angels very well. So potential there for James to pick up a nice lot of points as the game goes along, fulfilling those there. So looking good. So movement is complete. Is it you finished?
Yeah, I advanced those 3 squads.
Of scouts
7,
to pick up your
8.
victory points. Fine, okay. So they've advanced there. These have left objective number 2 and have moved down. Holding position here with the Predator Annihilator. This one as well. Storm Raven gunship. This one has the cargo inside of Terminators and the HQs. And then scouts advancing here. This Storm Raven's moving along to do a drive-by shooting against these Rangers just inside the ruin. James has not deployed the Sanguinor or the Sanguinary Guard. It's the Warlord that needs to control this objective, so he could land around here and fulfill that one later on. So that's movement done. No Psychers. We'll go now on to shooting phase next on turn 1 for Blood Angels. Yeah, so plenty of options here really for the Blood Angels. Lots of shots available potentially from them in the form of these Storm Raven gunships. Alright, so we're liking the Storm Ravens here, aren't you, James? Yeah, so he's checking the ranges here, but this is some pretty good stuff lined up. So double Hurricane Bolter into these, should be able to rinse them away. Multi-melter as well to finish them off. Las Cannon can see through to the jet bikes. James is going to try and pick off a couple of those. And then the rocket system is going to fire all the way across here against the Wraith Knight. What a nice array of firepower available from this gunship.
So the twin multi-melter first.
Yes.
Into the Rangers.
Uh-huh.
So you need 4s because of your camo cloaks.
Right, yes, yes. So late you're within 12, so it's only -1.
1 hit.
1 hit.
2's to kill.
2's to melt away here.
1 dead.
He's got 1, okay.
6 damage.
Well, yeah, just the 1. Okay, so one of those gone. Next is the Hurricane Bolters to finish them off, potentially.
24 shots.
Oh yes, 24 shots.
4's to hit.
Who needs bow predators when you can get a Storm Raven gunship? See, that's the firepower of a bow predator, plus all the heavy firepower.
3's to wound. No, that's not very good.
Yeah, not so good. Yeah, we actually could survive this. 3+ for cover. Oh no, disaster. Alright, first blood picked up, Rangers gone and cleared off the objective. Nice work so far from the Storm Raven gunship. So 2 Storm Strike rockets now into the Wraith Knight. Yes, no cover.
3's to hit.
Yep.
1 hit.
1 hit. 4's for a wound. No. And then laser cannons now. Down here, 2 shots.
5's.
Yeah, just hold it right there a second. Do we play a stratagem? Yeah, we'll think about this. We could play lightning fast reactions here. Yeah, we've gone for it here. Lightning fast reactions. 2 command points. Didn't save any there with path of command. 5 and 1. 5 is a hit. Yes, 5 required.
2's a wound.
2's a wound. Yeah. So we go to 4+ invuln save, which we pass. Well done. That was the agility there of the jet bike saving them, and they've now got a further -1 on those. They're at -2 over 12 inches away. Okay, right. Predator in the ruin here. We'll fire at the Wraith Knight.
And I'll unleash the Hunter Killer.
Hunter Killer as well, sure.
So 3's a hit.
Yep.
6 is a wound.
6 is a wound. -2.
Yep.
So we are on a 5+ save, which we fail. We will. I'm going to use the command reroll here. 5+, blocked it. 6+ to keep it. Yes, that was a little bit of nice Eldar trickery there.
Now the more potent weaponry.
Laser cannons, 4 laser cannons.
3 hits.
I think James will be happy with that. 3's to wound. Come on, Wraith Knight, survive. Oh, just the 1. 6+ to save. We roll a 6 here. No. D6 damage. 5. It's a good start. Down to 19 wounds left here on the Wraith Knight. He's still very much alive, but las cannons are a good weapon for bringing large monstrosities like this down. So that's 1 predator fired. You got another one going to fire at the same target.
Yep. So Hunter Killer.
Okay.
Misses.
Misses.
And the las cannons.
2 hits. 3's to wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 saves of 6+. No. 2d6 damage. 4.
Reroll the 1 for a command point.
Just going to roll the 1. Oh, 5.
5 plus I regains the Veritas Veto. I don't.
Okay. 14 wounds left, almost half killed there, but still the Wraith Knight's very much alive here. So the other Storm Raven just over there is going to put both of its rockets and both of its laser cannons into the Wraith Knight as well. This could cause trouble if James rolls well. 2 rockets then. 1 hit. Falls for a wound.
AP -3.
-3. 6 up.
3
That's straight 3 damage, yeah. Down to 11. We should survive here, unless James rolls incredibly well. He's got his 2 hits though. Got his 2 wounds. Try and get a 6. No. 2d6 damage.
If I get 11...
We're dead, yeah.
We're dead.
It's unlikely.
For Sanguinius and for the Emperor! No, 5 damage.
5 damage. 6 wounds left. Wraith Knight's taking an absolute hammering here. I've said it was a bullet magnet and it's lived up to its name for sure, but it's still alive. And it will count as being on 12 wounds here for the Craftworld and then Craftworld. Any other shooting? I think you're finished.
Yeah.
Alright, no assaults, no charges. That's the end of turn 1. So First Blood's been picked up here by James. So that's a point secured. You'll not lose that one. And then objectives, a unit destroyed.
Yep.
Yeah, another point picked up there, and then we saw swift advance as well. So James is there's an apple core there on the table. James. So 3 victory points picked up by the Blood Angels. So they will walk away with a score for sure, at least in this game. But a good start from them. Now the Eldar need to respond. They have a decent flyer sweeping around on their right-hand flank. Their right flank's now collapsed. They've lost that. It was held by the Rangers. They're across here, keeping its distance. There's another one across the way at the other end of the board. Eldar need to be careful here. They cannot be picked off. If they keep being picked off at long range, their force will be dismantled. So they need to get to grips with the Blood Angels as quick as possible. We'll see if that is possible now. We'll go on to the first turn here for the Blood Angels coming up next. Alright, so moving for the Eldar here, trying to deal with this Blood Angels threat. Most of our force, our army's in pretty good shape. We've just lost a unit of Rangers. That's not too bad for turn 1. So cards that have been drawn, well, we'll cover the units here and then you'll get an idea of where they're going, and then we'll see the cards. So Rangers holding position here and here. You can see one of the cards, secure objective number 5. We should be able to do that no problem. And then we've played Tears of Isha. We didn't regain any points for that, but we've got 3 wounds back, gone up to 9, and now our wounds characteristic counts as 18. So full 12-inch move, be able to fire at full ballistic skill there with the Wraith Knight. Then across here, the Wraith Blades advanced, rolled well for them, rolled a 5, so they've gone 10. Nice quick move. Rolled a 4 for the Avatar, he went 11, so he swung around and joined in here, just aware of ambushes potentially from the Blood Angels, trying to protect this character. Prince Uriel, the Warlock, and the Spirit Seer on the advance as well. There he is, look at him go. It's the Autarch on the jet bike. It's gone 16 inches, preparing to charge. And then the Shining Spears, where are they? They are here. They've gone 22-inch advance move with them up and over the scouts, bedazzled by this fine display of manoeuvring, and then down here in the gap, ready to fire their laser lances and shuriken catapults into the Predator, or indeed the scouts. So that's their move done, and then a bit of a trickery move here done in this corner. Turn 1, we have brought these down by webway strike within our deployment zone, nicely within 12 inches to have a shot, and then aware that the Sanguinor perhaps is interested in this area, we've put the Scorpions in a line coming out to our deployment zone, which is just there, and then spreading these out in a way which will help deny deep strikers from landing too close to assault those. So a nice little symbiosis taking place here between the Scorpions and the Wraith Guard. An Eldar army has formed up here on this right-hand flank. Looks like we're going to be seeing a miniature battle take place around objective number 3, which is interesting. So the game's broken into 2 parts now. And where will the Sanguinor decide to support? Will he end up going over here, or will he join the main fight over here on this left-hand side? We've got 2 fights taking place now across the board. So that's all Eldar reserves deployed. Cards then, we've seen secure objective number 5. Big Game Hunter, that's destroying something big with 10 wounds or more, so that'll be one of the Storm Ravens or tanks. Defend objective number 3, which is over here. So there's points available here for the Eldar to pick up also on this flank. So that flank is of interest now to both sides. Defend objective number 2, which is all the way across there. If the Eldar attack goes well, they might be able to hold on to that one. Secure objective number 6, which is over there. That's doable. Perhaps on a later turn. Just Eldar more interested in dealing with the Blood Angels at the moment. And then Legacy of Sorrow, slay a character as well, which is something we could pick up later on also. So that's movement done. We've gone to Psychic Phase next. Okay, Psychic Phase finished. Protect has been cast onto the Wraith Blades. They're now on a 2+ save and a 3+ invuln, but we failed to conceal them, so that's Psychic Phase finished. We'll go now on to Shooting Phase next. Okay, so we'll start here, needing 4s. That's it, 4s to hit, 5 shots. 2 hits. Do we go for another?
Come on.
Come on, reroll. Yes, half a chance. Oh, 4+. Oh, 6+ to keep it. No, another command point gone. I've got 2 left now. 3s to wound. Oh, no. Terrible. That is bad. The ambush has gone wrong. May well live to regret that. Wraithguard have made 0 impact. There's an opportunity there to cause trouble. 2 or 3 wounds coming through. 2 or 3 d6 damage. Stormraven would have been in trouble. Now it's as fresh as a daisy here. So that's a failure. Well, bit of small arms fire. Might be able to pick up a couple of wounds. But the ambush here has not worked out according to plan. Alright, James laughing here. The Eldar catastrophe in the right-hand flank. We'll see if he laughs after the Wraith Knight has fired. Wraith Knight will fire into the Stormraven gunship. In 4s. 2 hits.
Can't complain.
2s to wound. No, I'm quite happy enough with that. A double 6. It's 2d6 damage then.
Yep.
That's not bad. 7 wounds, yeah. No, happy enough with that. So you're down to 7.
I think that is bracket.
Yeah, alright. Not bad there, not bad. Yeah, so let's put James into a bracket there. It's not too bad. Okay, so thanks to Tears of Isha, we've got some damage there on that Stormraven. So, firepower will do the shots against this Predator. I'm going to put everything into the Predator, I reckon. Even the Shuriken weapons as well. So, Star Lance first of all. A 1. I'm just going to check ranges here. Alright, so yes, the Autarch's base to the edge of the closest base is about 5.5 inches. So we can reroll this one. Needing 3. It doesn't help. 4 other laser lances. Yep, okay. Decent enough. 5s to wound. Yes, there's 2. That's an immediate 4 wounds picked up on the Predator. So he goes down to 7 on him. Then we've got Shuriken catapults here coming through. Needing 3s. It's still 3s to hit because we're advancing. There's no minus for battle focus. 5s are good.
6 are really good.
Yeah. Okay, so that's okay. 1 save of 6+. No, and 2 saves of 3+. Okay, 2 more wounds. So down to 5. That'll put James in a bracket there as well, just helping to reduce the probability of him hitting targets. I've got a bad feeling though that perhaps you've already seen it here. The Shining Spears are in a bit of trouble because there's some angry Terminators inside that flyer, so they may well find themselves being shot to pieces or bashed to pieces here. But they have half destroyed a Predator, so they've done some decent work there. The Autarch, I think, is going to fire a laser lance into the scouts, and then he's going to fire his Shuriken weapons into the Predator also to try and cause a bit of trouble. So 2s to hit, they will hit, and 5s and 6s is good. There's a 6, so another save of 6+. No, another wound, down to 4. Okay, that Predator is in trouble. Then a laser lance is out of range, so put it into a scout. Hits, and wounds him, -4. Still, it's going to be a 3+ save, so he's gone. So pulverising one of them. We'll let loose of the Wailing Doom. From the Avatar, it's -1. Or -1 to hits. It's a miss, but he can reroll the 1s here. Gets his hit. Gets his wound, and another scout melted here as well. I think that's about it. Can't fire the shuriken pistols there from the Psychers they advanced. Wailing Doom, I could reroll that he was within 6 inches of the LATOC Skyrunner. So that's firepower done. It's okay here from the Eldar. I'm looking up assaults. Yes, the Autarch can charge. We'll resolve this next. Well, I was going to say Overwatch, none. Not allowed. Right, so in he goes. We'll see how far he can roll up. 6 inches should be fine. We'll measure this up here. Okay. See, it made it in. It was an inch to the edge. Inch to the edge of that building. We paid 3 inches to go up, 2 across. Put us in range, and then we piled in. Okay, so Autarch fighting then. 4 attacks. 3s. Sorry, 2s. Rerolling 1s. Yep. And then 3s for kills. He's killed 2. No, I'm going to command reroll this one. So 3+ for a kill. 6+ to keep. Burning through our command points. Got 1 left. I wanted to get the wipe out there. Never mind. So James just fights him back here. He's got 3 hits for the sergeant and no wounds. Strength 4, toughness 4.
Red first.
Red first. Is it the first round of a combat or when you charge? I reckon it's when you charge. We'll just check this to see if the scout can get a wound here. But I think it's when he charges.
It's probably when he charges. Just double checking the word.
Oh, it might not be actually. I try to remember now. Yeah, no, it was charged, so he's caused a wound. 3+ save. Passed. All right, it's no damage taken. Need to remember that though. It's if you charge or were charged in close combat. So that's him done. The lone sergeant remains alive. I doubt whether he's going to remain in that combat. There's morale to do for him, which you can roll up.
4 casualties.
4 casualties, yeah.
So I need a 4+.
4 or less, yeah.
6.
6, trouble.
No fear.
Reroll, okay.
4, and that's what I need.
4, okay. All right, so yes, morale's been passed. Leadership was 8 for the sergeant who's remained alive. Yeah, that's fine. It's all good. Okay, so that's the end of the turn. Not too bad here from the Eldar. They've put wounds on 2 of those vehicles, putting them into brackets. That's good. That knocks their abilities down. They've virtually destroyed a unit of scouts just here and manoeuvring into a pretty strong position on this side. But James still has both flyers in the air. He still has plenty of reserves to bring on as well. And I reckon he could put himself in a pretty good position if he concentrates his firepower and his close combat potential as well, bursting through here to the rescue with the Terminators. So the game's on here, evenly matched, I think, for both sides. Going to make an interesting fight, and the game's nicely split into 2 separate battles as well. Or it doesn't have to be 2 battles. You could entirely abandon this area, pick up the scouts and drive off, leave the Eldar stranded on that flank. It's up to you. We'll go on to the second turn now for the Blood Angels. Their army's in pretty good shape. A chance for them to strike once more against the Eldar. Turn 2 coming up next for the Blood Angels. So just on James's move here, he's deciding what to do and he's drawing cards. I'm just going to trade in this one here, secure objective number 5. The Eldar have picked up that victory point. But we'll let James make his moves now. Alright, so movement done. There's a Storm Raven in my deployment zone. James has swung round, pivoted, moved across the back here with a Storm Raven gunship. And then across here, as predicted, the Sanguinaut and Sanguinary Guard have arrived to escalate this fight here on the flank. Scouts are gone, by the way. James picked them up, but they're inside the Storm Raven at the moment. So James will be able to use them perhaps to pick up objectives later on. This Storm Raven, you've gone into hover mode with him.
Oh.
Alright, yeah, James forgot to move the Storm Raven gunship. He's moved him across here, so that's where he's turned up. Dropping off the Terminators, though, Chaplain and Sanguinary Guard, or Sanguinary Priest with them, ready to charge in against the bikers. Surely they are doomed against James's attacks. There's no invuln saves. The invuln saves only for shooting, so there'll be no invuln save to protect these bikers. They are in a real bit of trouble. Scouts holding position, nicely protecting the Predator. That's movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Just to mention, the Scout Sergeant has remained in combat against the Autarch. Yeah, we're going to shooting now. I don't think James is going to shoot down here, as it reduces charge distance to the Scorpions. So we've got Storm Raven gunships to fire. And Predator's still able to shoot as well. Alright, so Stormbot was fired, no hits or no damage there against the Shining Spears. Now he's going to fire the laser cannons at the Wraith Knight. He's got 9 wounds to try and get through. Needs 4s because of his damage.
Cock die, yeah.
Yeah, 1 cock dice just there. Can we roll that one?
Just 1 hit.
1 hit, 3s to wound. A wound does come through. 6 up to try and block this. No. D6 damage will not destroy the knight here, but if he rolls well...
It's a 3.
A 3. Okay, so the wounds that we recovered are gone. He's back down to 6. The Wraith Knight's still alive, though. James will need to decide how he's going to try and deal with these 6 wounds. Will it take the fire? You can see him, of course you can, yeah. So you're going to fire everything?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to fire the Storm Vulture into them and the laser cannons.
Across there. He's going to try and finish off the knight. Okay, so this one's on 3s to hit. No damage on this Predator. 2 hits. 3s to wound. 1 wound. Again, I don't think he's going to destroy it here. 6+ to save. No. D6 damage. 1 wound. 5 wounds left. Command reroll.
Again. Let's get more than 1.
Veritas Vitae first of all.
Yes.
Keep it. Oh, we did declare it, didn't we? Just about nick of time. And then now for the reroll. Oh, it's a 4. Good roll. Alright, so down to 2. Wraith Knight is definitely in trouble here. I don't have the points to do any more repairs on him. So just the 2 wounds. How are you going to go about this? You've got 2 Storm Raven gunships here available. You should be able to bring this thing down. It's taken more firepower than expected, though, using up precious heavy weapons to bring this Wraith Knight down. Alright, so he's going to fire this one first. It is going to fire its 2 laser cannons and the melters into the Wraith Knight to finish him off, and 2 rockets are going to go into the Wraith Blades. So what's going to come first?
Let's get it done. The melters.
Okay, multi-melters to finish off the Wraith Knight.
4s to hit because of damage.
Oh yes.
1 hit.
Yep. 4s to wound. The wound comes through. -4. It's D6.
2d6, choosing the best.
Yes, you can measure from that. Yeah, it's fine.
Because of armor bone.
Armor bone. Okay, 2d6, choose the best. Double 1, stay alive. He's rolled double 1. So down to 1 wound left. I still think there's no hope of us surviving here. 2 laser cannon shots.
4s.
Double 6. 3s to wound. Double 3. I need a double 6 to stay alive.
Box cards.
No. Alright. So, Wraith Knight gone. There's no one nearby, so I'm just going to remove the model. We'll see if... I'll just roll a 6 anyway. Oh, it would have gone nuts.
2d6 distance.
Is it? Pardon me. We'll just roll up here. 3 inches, fine. Okay.
D6 wounds, that would have been.
Right, no, he's not a nice one to be nearby if he comes collapsing down. Storm Strike rockets to come from this Storm Raven here.
I'll reroll that to cock die.
Okay, so 1 miss and 2 misses. Alright, so that's that done. So we've still got this Storm Raven gunship here on a decent amount of wounds and lots of weapons available. So James is going to fight everything he has into the scouts, except the 2 rockets, which are going to go into the Wraith Blades. They cause 3 damage at times. Any of those that get through Wraith Blades will be dropping whole models at a time. So he's outside of range there, so it's going to be 12 shots with the Hurricane Bolters.
5s.
These flyers are a terror here to the Eldar in this game. 5s to hit. Yeah, -2 for LATOC Rangers. And there's your wounds, yeah. We're in cover, so we get our free up cover save. We pass all of them except 1. Okay, not too bad. So 1 sniper gone. So James can now try and strike with Twin Melter.
Yep. 5s.
5s to hit though.
Nope.
2s for a wound.
Oh, no.
Nothing. Okay, and 2 las cannons. 2s for a wound. And a 6-up save. No, another 1 gone. Alright. So 3 of those, or 2 of those gone. Still 3 of them remain. So scouts have not been cleared off objective number 5. And now 2 rocket shots down into the Wraith Blades. I've been shot at from the skies here. Very bad. 2 hits. 3 wounds. 1 wound comes through. And we'll take a 3+ invuln save, which we pass. Alright, the force shield holds there and blocks that damage from coming through. But I like this style here for Blood Angels, just zigzagging across the board here with these flyers and laying down a torrent of firepower upon the Eldar. And for elite army, casualties coming in is not good. But we'll go on to a pistol. Yes, fire a pistol. There's no wound, okay. And then possible crack grenades to be thrown here by the chaplain. We'll get this resolved and that'll be the end of the shooting. Alright, so shooting finished. A couple of crack grenades thrown. No results there against the bikers. But some good results here from the heavy bolters. Yeah, heavy bolter fired through. James played Hellfire shells and got his 3 mortal wounds, bringing one of the Wraith Blades down. Excellent result. The bolter shells that fired, a wound came through. We saved that with a 2+ armor save. So that is all the shooting done. Not too bad here. Blood Angels whittling away at the Eldar, and they have brought down the Wraith Knight. That's a big loss for the Eldar. They've lost a quarter of their points now with that unit destroyed. We're going to charges. There's plenty of charges available here for Blood Angels. This fight through here, and then also round on this flank against the Scorpions. Roll up some charges and Overwatch next. Alright, so charges have taken place here. It's the longest charge I think we've seen ever. Yeah. In 8th edition. So James draw a 6, 6 and a 5, 17-inch charge. They screamed across the table here and have ended up in contact. He did declare his charge on the chance that he might make into contact against both. He was out of range of Overwatch from these, and they've screamed across 17 inches into the Wraith Guard. Good move. And then obviously contacting the Scorpions as well. 1 save was required and passed for an Overwatch hit and wound. Sanguinaut didn't make it in. James rolled an 8. Command reroll. Rolled an 8 again on the dice that was re-rolled, so he's not made it into combat. Seems to be a common thing here, the Sanguinaut doesn't make it in, but at least the Sanguinary Guard have made a good move there and made it into combat. Round this side, maybe go around to the other side to show you the commotion that's going on here inside this ruin. Terminators have made it in against the bikers and should be able to smash their way through that unit, no problem at all. James has this unit here. We have something similar over here. Maybe the 2 will get to clash, we'll see. We'll resolve these combats here, but looking good here and looking good on the other side here for the Blood Angels. Alright, so James has decided to go after the Scorpions. He wants to take them out. I think I get to do mortal wounds on you first.
Yes, because
it's the start of the fight phase. I think. We'll check this. Yeah, it's start of the fight phase, and I used to think it was models had to be within an inch. It's not. It's a unit here within an inch of us, which is them, so the whole unit gets to have a go here. Mandy blasters. 6s.
A mortal wound.
A mortal wound. Yeah, 2 would have been helpful, but a mortal wound. Take him, stick it on him just there. So James is going to declare all of his attacks. That's going to be 10 attacks. Would have been so much better enhanced with the Sanguinaut nearby, but it's not meant to be. Sanguinary Guard, in their enthusiasm, have burst ahead here and got themselves in this fight against these 2 units. James needs 3s to hit.
That's good.
That's a good dice roll. That's really good. And against the Scorpions, you will be on 2s for wounds.
Try and kill the Scorpions.
Yeah, it's trouble here for the Scorpions for sure. 2 wounds. A couple have failed. 6. It's -3, so saves of 6+ for a heavy aspect armor. We save 1. Alright, 5 scorpions hewn down here. We'll take these ones away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. But they remain. There's still some fight left in these scorpions, and these can fight back. So this isn't too bad here for the Eldar. I'm glad the 2 units turned up here to try and deal with any Blood Angels that have arrived. So still hope left for the Eldar in this corner for sure. But we'll go on to charges now. James's Thunderhammer Terminators will fight next.
So it's 10 attacks.
Sergeant, so you're on 11 attacks.
11 attacks.
Yeah, they can all roll at the same time. They'll be on 4s to hit, and then they'll be on re-rolls for the chaplain being nearby. It's an excellent dice roll anyway. But James will re-roll them.
All hit.
Oh no.
2's to wound because we read first.
Yep, 2's to end. There's a heap of 1s though. Absolute heap of 1s. How many 1s? Loads. -3, so we get a 6-up save.
3 damage a time.
3 damage a time. That's the wipeout. You've done it. Just about. Cool. There's a heap of 1s there, but still, the -3 deadly. The 3 damage at a time deadly as well. The Shining Spears are no more. All right, so done. James deciding not to consolidate. It's a shame. Would have liked you have got a bit closer, but it's not to be. James can now roll up his attacks here against the. Oh, no, sorry, one of those. We'll take 1 wound here. You're on -1 to hit because of the Shimmer Plume.
Oh, okay.
Wow, we fail. We've taken a wound. Come on, reroll. Got none left. So that's a wound taken on the Autark. Still got 5 wounds left. Yes, we'll do all of our attacks back. It doesn't matter the order really. So we'll do the Autark here, needing 2s and needing 5s now.
Makes all the difference.
Oh, it does make all the difference. Yeah. So failed there. This Sergeant is alive. That is remotely annoying because we're now stuck in that combat. We needed a 5 there. That's a shame. Okay, down here we'll fight back now with the Scorpions and the Wraith Guard. So Wraith Guard, needing 3s to hit, 3s to wound. Yeah, 2 saves at -1, so 3 up saves. No, 1 gets through. His D3 damage is gone. Okay, so he can disappear. There's only 4 of them left now. Regular Scorpions will be. No, we'll do the Exarch next. Ariel Doomhand. That's sustained attacks. He gets another attack, which hits. 2 wounds. 2 saves of 5 up.
Because of the Artificer armor. Save 1.
Save 1. D3 damage. And he brings 1 down. Well done, Ariel. Gone. Okay. And then regular Scorpions will be 10 attacks. Sorry, 8 attacks. Need 3s. Need 4s. Nothing. 0. Okay. Ariel Doomhand, pretty helpful. And the Wraith Guard, not too bad. James has 3 of those left there. So, sort of even. Eldar might be able to do something to cause some trouble for those Sanguinary Guard, but we'll see. We'll go on to the next turn. Yeah, no, finished. We've done that combat there as well. So a bit of morale to resolve and the turn will be finished. Yeah, it's morale resolved. We failed quite badly, but it's iron end, so we only lose a maximum of 1 model. So that's that morale resolved down there. And James's morale fine for the Sanguinary Guard. That is the end of the turn. Eldar have taken a hit here. They've lost their bikers. They have failed to break out of combat here with the Autark. That's quite significant. And then the Scorpions have been halved in strength as well. And the Wraith Knights disappeared. So Eldar have been whittled down here quite significantly. A lot of points lost from them. Pushing on towards 1,000 points gone. We'll go now onto the second turn for the Eldar. They need to strike back here as best as they can against the Blood Angels. And these flyers, what are we going to do about these 2 flyers? Zigzagging across the table, taking out targets. Yeah, there's morale to deal with here as well. So we'll just resolve this morale. 3 and 3 is 6, so morale's fine. We hold. So that is the end of the turn. We'll go on to the second turn now for the Eldar. We need to strike back here against the Blood Angels as best as we can. Alright, so movement done here for the Eldar. Sniper's holding position. And we're getting sucked into a fight here against these Terminators. It's just going to be the big smash up here. So we've pulled out of combat here with the Autarch. He's gone over to there. He's able to shoot but not able to charge. I had a 5-inch move made by the Wraith Blades. Potential charge, about 8 or 9 to reach the Terminators. Then the Avatars moved up, Prince Uriel's moved up, the 2 Psychers as well. So this is the Eldar cluster here that is taking the fight to the Blood Angels. Then around here, Implacable has been used. We've pulled back out of combat and we'll be allowed to shoot here with the Wraith Guard. Scorpions have pulled back as well, just aware of the Sanguinor there around the corner with his 12-inch move. That's it for the Eldar here. Their options cut down quite considerably, but still plenty of fight left in them. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Alright, Psychic Phase done. We've protected the Wraith Blades. We've failed to conceal them, but they have got their protection. So 3+ invuln, 2 up save available for them. I think you're just going to fire Hellfire shells at me every round and just cause mortal wounds. But anyway, that's Psychic Phase done. We're going to Shooting Phase next. We're going to fire the Wailing Doom first of all from the Avatar into the Predator. 2s for a hit. Get the hit. 3s for a wound. The wound comes through. It's -4, not in cover. D6 damage. 3. 1 wound left. Oh boy. Okay, 1 wound left. Yeah. So we'll fire a couple of Shuriken pistols, try and take that scout out there. This is from the Psychers. The first one hits and causes no wound. Second one hits and causes no wound. Prince Uriel's going to chuck a plasma grenade at him. 2 shots. 2 hits. Double 1. No damage at all. Pesky scout there. Annoying for the Eldar. Okay. So we've got another plan here. We wanted to destroy the Predator. It's almost gone. I'd rather it be entirely destroyed. So I'm going to fire. Going to fire the Autarch. Going to put the Laser Lance into the Sanguinary Priest, and then 4 Shuriken shots into the back of the Predator to try and finish it off. Shuriken shots, rerollable. 5s and 6s. Yeah, failed. Laser Lance next. Gets his hit and gets his wounds -4. So 2 damage there on the Sanguinary Priest. Okay, going to try and finish off this Predator with these 3 here. 3s for hits. 2 sniper rounds have hit the Predator. Perhaps the tank commander pokes his head out to look around, see if the coast is clear. Oh, oh dear. Double mortal wound. Shot in the head twice. A bullet through each eye socket here from the Eldar Rangers firing down at the Predator. Incredible. Now just detonate and I'll be a happy Eldar player. No, he's rolled a 6. Instant command reroll from James. Veritas Vitae here, first of all. Incredible chain of events. Oof. He keeps it. Okay, and here's the reroll. Don't get a 6. Oh, there's horrific trouble if you roll a 6. Oh, 2. Predator destroyed. Nice one, Eldar Rangers. Model of the game. Oh, these 2 guys here, sniping down, picking off the last wound between them here on the Predator Annihilator. Another Blood Angels wreck can join the other 2 that are already on the table. Okay, yeah, mortal wounds, deadly stuff. These 3 can see the Sanguinary Priest. Imagine if we can pick him off. These 2 can't, they're too low, but they can see Terminators through the door. 2 shots at the Terminators, 2 hits. 2 wounds, regular saves are 2+. They're passed. Alright, Sanguinary Priest next. 3s to hit him. These Rangers, they feel safe so high above the battlefield, and so they're relaxed as they're firing here. 6s will be good. Oh, 2 wounds. 2 saves are 3+. The Sanguinary Priest has got 2 wounds left. He's taken another one. Command point's been used, so 1 wound left on the Sanguinary Priest. He's gravely wounded here. Alright, so James said he forgot they had the Implacable special rule, but he'll remember now. They've backed off and fired and have taken out all 3 of those Sanguinary Guard. That's put the Eldar in a much stronger position here. Does the Sanguinor go after these 2 units into oblivion? Or does he head off somewhere else. Both sides interested in objective number 3. So Eldar looking good on this flank. That helps because they're lacking in victory points at the moment. James is off the mark with 3. We have 1 so far. So shooting phase is finished. There's no other firepower been done here. We failed to bring the Sanguinary Priest down, but it's good to see that Predator destroyed. That's helped the Eldar out to some degree. Now for charges and Overwatch. I'm wondering if should we charge or not. We'll see. We'll go on to charges next. Okay, so charges have taken place. We just about rolled what we needed there with the Wraith Blades, so they have made it in against the Terminators. Then we charged up here against the Scout. With the Avatar we tried to charge here, we're just short of reaching. We declared targets as both the Terminators and the Scouts. So we've just gone in against the Scout, Prince Uriel as well, and the Spirit Seer all charging. Warlock didn't, he's been left behind on his own. Has failed to make the charge, so not too bad there. We will declare that we're going to activate the Citronome of Iron Den just to boost the attacks characteristic there of the Wraith Blades, and that's, as I say, charges. There's none down here. All right, so we'll resolve this combat. This is quite important here. How many of these Terminators we can bring down? So we're on 20 attacks here. It's 5 attacks each, +1 for charging, 2 attacks usually. And then you double your attacks characteristic for the Citronome. We'll take D3 automatic mortal wounds. One use only, yeah. It's a relic here being used. So we'll roll it here. I'm looking for 4s. And we can reroll 1s because of the presence of the Prince Uriel. He helps get another 2. So it's 4s for hits we're looking for. It looks like we've got a good few. James's invuln save is going to be crucial here. Yeah, no, it's respectable enough. A good number of hits come through. 3s for wounds. Yeah, there's some failures. But still a good number get through. The Terminators aren't going to be wiped out here. James has 7 saves to make. If he rolls very well, Wraith Guard could find themselves in trouble. But they're tough enough in return. Yeah, we've broken in. Yeah, well, no, it's respectable enough.
I'm going to spend a command reroll.
Okay, yeah, 3+. A 5+ to keep it?
Nope.
And 3+.
Saved.
Saved, just D3 wounds caused. We've killed 1. Yeah, we've brought 1 down. But not nearly enough as we need. Those Terminators could cause a lot of trouble because they're a straight 3 damage. It's really going to hurt the Wraith Guard just there. Okay, so we'll resolve the other charges now. Do we need to roll here against the Scout?
I'll spend 2 command points
to interrupt.
He's doing quite well, isn't he?
Okay, well, whilst you're thinking about it, I'm going to attack here with the Avatar, who can reroll 1s because of Prince Uriel, and 2s to kill. That's the Scout killed 4 times. Over. Gone. Didn't last very long at all. So Avatar's consolidated down at 3 inches. So that's it. James can now fight back with his Terminators. He will get 9 attacks here. Fancy the chances. I'd imagine they're going to cause more trouble. We are protected. We do have a 3+ invuln save, but any that get through here are going to be taking whole models off. 4s for hits. Re-rolling because of the Chaplain nearby. It's a poor roll. The Chaplain can help.
Oh, that's better.
Good one.
2s to wound.
2s to wound because of red first, yeah.
Charge.
They outclassed the Wraith Blades, yeah.
2
ones.
3 invuln.
3+ invuln. We're glad of the 3+ invuln save here.
3 damage. Just 2 dead.
2 brought down. Not wiped out, but 2 Wraith Blades destroyed here. Okay, so combat's resolved. It's there's burning smoke here. This is so you can see what's going on. 2 of these left. I took 2 mortal wounds. That's the cost of using that Citronome of Iron Den, and that is combat's resolved. James happy to remain where he is. Those 2 units fighting away. Interesting set of results here. So Eldar looking thin on the ground with their attack taking place, but tying up the Blood Angels in this area. James's flyers still free to roam around the table. That's probably the biggest worry for the Eldar at the moment. And then around here, Eldar looking strong on this flank, but it could all change. James could swing these flyers around and cause trouble for these Eldar units, and the Sanguinor is still in the area. I would say Blood Angels looking the stronger army at this stage. We'll go on to their 3rd turn coming up next. Now, cards. We can trade in this one. Big Game Hunter. We destroyed the Predator, so a point picked up there for the Eldar. just there. It's roughly evens generally at this stage. I think the Blood Angels are slightly ahead. We'll go on to their third turn next. Alright, so Blood Angels turn 3, and looking very strong for them here in this game. Quite shocked actually. This is meant to be an army that's been written off by people. Many have said the Blood Angels are useless, but they're taking the fight to the Eldar very well. James has picked up 3 victory points here. Priority orders received. The Warlord had to fulfill this mission of securing objective number 3, and that's what he's done. Wobbly model syndrome, he's here, but well, no, he can go there, can't he? Because 3 inches, that's fine. Okay, that'll do. So that's helped James leap ahead now. There with victory points, so you can trade that one in. And then around this side, Storm Raven gunship. So have you gone into hover mode, or?
That's hover mode.
You're in hover mode.
More than 90 degrees.
Right, so
hover mode,
right, to get the angle to turn around to go after him. James can level his guns here at the Warlord. Yes, the other Storm Raven's in flight mode, heading off in this direction. It's going to try and rinse the Rangers just there in the ruins. Then down here, Terminator's happy to fight in combat. Remember, they'll get to go first. James's characters have shifted around to this side. And then the closest model to this Predator is the Avatar. James will be able to fire at that with his Predator's shots. So, okay, turret's turning around. Could be trouble. Right, we'll go on to shooting phase here for Blood Angels. It could be impressive. A lot of heavy firepower available. The thing is with the Storm Ravens, what I like about them with the Hurricane Bolters is they can provide anti-hordes exactly where you need it because of their manoeuvrability. That's the great thing about them. Firing normally, there's 24 shots here. Incredible. And then also the nasty heavy firepower needed also in the form of the rockets, the las cannons, the multi-melters as well. So I rate the Storm Raven. It is expensive, yes, but it's very flexible and very heavy hitting. So we'll go now, and 2 of them flying around the table are causing absolute havoc here for the Eldar. We'll go now on to the shooting phase next. Blood Angels on turn 3. Okay, so shooting taking place, pretty good, although some units have escaped from being destroyed here. Not the Rangers though, they were hosed down, no problem at all. James fired multi-melters into them as well, and also las cannons as well. Just the way the characters are working here, James had to fire and he had to declare first. Couldn't declare into characters, just the way that he had to destroy closest targets first in order to get to them. So the way it's worked out, they're gone. But he did fire 2 rockets across and took out one of the Wraith Guard. Another Wraith Guard was taken out by the other rockets firing through. They're 3 damage a time, you see, and 72-inch range. So James's flyer over there could see them. So that was good tactical shooting. 2 of those Wraith Guard brought down. And then look at the Autarch here. He escaped with Shimmer Plume here. So a laser cannon hit did get through, but rolled a 4+ invuln. So protect him, kept him alive. Rolled a 6, yeah. So he's fine. These had no target because the closest models is here. So James couldn't pick on any characters. The Avatar got picked on though, as we said earlier on, by the Predator. Took 6 wounds. It was 8 wounds, but I saved 2 of them with a molten body. But he's been gravely damaged, but not destroyed. Bolters here fired at him, heavy bolter as well, but no damage coming through from that. So that shooting phase done. Still the Avatar remains alive. Still the Autarch is alive as well. So that's good news here for the Eldar. But they are thin on the ground here. Blood Angels firepower decimating their ranks at the moment. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. You're right, so this is the critical point. James tried to charge here and failed. He rolled a 5, he needed a 6. That was with the chaplain. I overwatched and put 2 wounds on him with a laser lance. So it's just this combat here. Terminators, 4 Terminators versus 2 Wraith Guard, Wraith Blades. They are protected by 3+ invuln save. I'd love to keep them alive. It's going to be actually quite important to do that for this Eldar plan that we've been conjuring up. So James, you can make your attacks. You have 9 attacks here. So it's always rerolls the chaplain. It's not first round of any combat anymore.
Always rerolls.
Wow.
That's the old 6th and 7th, 5th edition.
You should be able to take these Wraith Blades down.
Rerolling to hit because there is a chaplain nearby.
You'll be on freeze to wound though this time.
+1 strength.
Yes, strength 10, toughness 6. Or strength 9, toughness 6. So, yes, there's a chance we could stay alive. No, not on dice rolls like that, 111. So they're gone. That's the end of the Wraith Blades. Alright, so sensing that the Eldar are up to something, James has gone into the combat here. So he'll not get to fight, but we will. So the Avatar then... just dropped a dice, so pick another one up. Whoa, 111, but Prince Uriel's nearby. So he regains his composure and gets his hits. We'll be on 2s for wounds. 4 wounds. Strength 8. Toughness 4. Yep. So invuln saves here, otherwise there's trouble.
Oh.
Big trouble. Very big trouble. It will cost you 2 command points to do a reroll. Here. Oh, so he's going to reroll one of them.
5 plus Veritas VT.
He's took 2 dice away there. I don't know why. Because I'm going to remember it's fouled free. So he can reroll one of these.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Oh, he's dropped a dice. It's all falling apart for him here. He's passed that one. All right. So 2d6 choose the best on the first Terminator. He's gone. 2d6 choose the best. Oh, he's gone. 2 Terminators brought down. Oh, that was a costly follow-up there from the Terminators. Just 2 of them left. We're glad to see them gone. Alright, interesting turn of events here. The end of turn 3 here for the Blood Angels. They've lost 2 of their Terminators there with a consolidation move into the Avatar of Cain with 2 wounds left. Alright, so... decisions to make. Got lots of characters left here for the Eldar, but the bodyguard for them has been stripped away. So these characters need to do something before they're picked on here by Blood Angel Firepower. We'll go on to turn 3 now for the Blood Angels. Any cards to trade in, James?
Obviously it was priority orders.
It was received, yeah, it was accomplished.
And no character killed yet.
So he has Assassinate, which is character killing. Advance, moving out of your own deployment zone, which he might be able to do later on. And then secure objective number 5, which is... here, right, okay, so there's one to try and capture later on as well. Okay, so you're allowed to discard a card each turn. Yeah. Although with Deadlock, the number of cards that you have dwindles away, so it's not really much of an incentive to do that here in this particular scenario. But we're going to the 3rd turn now for the Eldar. They're still in the fight here. A bit of a turn up for them in this combat down here in the ruin. Right, so 3rd turn for the Eldar. We're making our moves here to try and deal with the Sanguinor. Scorpion's on the move, and then so to the Wraith Guard. Chance of bringing him down. He's got a 4+ invuln save to try and get through. Then round here, Prince Uriel and the Spirits are heading down this direction to take on these wounded characters. Avatar's remained where he is. Warlock has moved through. You can see him just in the shadows there. Then a tricky move done by the Autarch on the jet bike. He's moved to here, can ready to charge both the Predator and the Scouts in one fell swoop. And that's about it. Not too much we can do about this flyer here. Just trying to focus on units that we can silence and cause trouble for. And keeping the objectives in mind. Just a reminder that we need to go after this objective here. This one also by the statue. And then objective number 3 as well. We need to kill a character also. So that's the main aims for the Eldar in this game, which they can do. So there's a chance for them to pick up a fair amount of points. It's just how long they can last for is the question. These Stormraven gunships, especially causing trouble, reducing the army down. We'll go now on to Psychic Phase next. Alright, so Conceal didn't go off. That was the Warlock failed. We wanted to put it there on the Autarch, but that didn't go ahead. Jinx has gone off though on the Terminators, reducing their invuln save down to a 4+, just to try and help the Avatar out. That's Psychic Phase done. We've gone to Shooting Phase next. Alright, I've just rolled here. Just got 3 hits on the Sanguinor. This is for it's 2s to wound, isn't it? Yeah, strength 10. Oh, one's escaped. 2 invuln saves here, 4+. Otherwise, there's trouble. James should make at least one of these. He has made one. Oh, command reroll. He's got 2 command points left. It will cost him 2 points for reroll.
How many wounds does Sanguinor?
Sanguinor, I think, has 5. I think 5 or 6. It's probably 5. So even if one of these shots gets through, it could well bring him down. All right, he's going to do it, everybody. Here it comes. He's blocked it. Well done. Veritas Vitae to try and keep one of your command points on a 5+.
Deadlock.
Oh, deadlock. Everything's doubled, so everything's going to be 2 anyway. He would have kept it, but okay. So everyone's burnt their command points up now. Sanguinor's still alive. Nice one. All right, so we'll press on with the rest of the shooting here for the Eldar. Right, so the rest of the firepower finished. No impact here. Got a nice lot of plasma grenade hits, but no damage being caused there against the Sanguinor. Then round here, I wanted to fire at the characters, but can't. The Terminators are closer, so redundant here with shooting. Then down here, the Autarch did well. Laser Lance failed to do any damage against the Predator, but we took out 3 of the Scouts with Shuriken Catapult firepower, twin Shuriken Catapult firepower, Sniper firepower as well. A mortal wound and a failed save put 2 wounds on this Storm Raven. It's down to 5 wounds left. It's still within just a regular damage bracket. That shooting phase finished. Combats then. Charges first of all. The Autarch's got some charges to make, and Prince Uriel, and possibly the Spirit Seer also. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. Right, so charges here, in order 4, it's not quite enough. It's 5 required really, just to cover the distance along and up as well to get into combat. So Sanguinor has escaped combat just there. Ariel Doomhand will not get in. James will be free to act how he pleases because he's fulfilled the mission of holding that objective, so the Sanguinor can just jump around, get in combat and so on. Then here, Prince Uriel and the Spirits have made it into combat here against the Chaplain and the Sanguinary Priest. And then the Warlocks charged in, why not, into combat here against the Jinxed Terminators. Then around here, the Autarch, rerolling his charges, has contacted both the Scouts and also the Predators, just at the edge here of the window, within an inch there of the Predator. No Overwatch allowed. Infuriating here for Blood Angels. That Autarch, a helpful unit for sure. That's the end of charges here. We'll get some combats resolved next. So charges first of all. We'll start with there's no interruption, so we'll start with the Warlock. 2 attacks. 2 to wound always. So 1 wound comes through. A 3-up save required.
Just a power sword.
No, it's just a nothing. Because it's normal 2-up save, but it's -1 for Jinx. So you failed.
Oh,
and it's 2 damage. So he's killed a Terminator. That pretty much paid for his points there. So well done, Warlock. Useless at psychic powers, pretty good in combat. So yeah, hold it right there. It's D3 damage with the Witch Blade, not the spear. Just the one. James gives a fist pumping yes. So you can put that Terminator back with 1 wound. Okay. That makes things more difficult.
I'll take it.
So yeah, there's a wound on there. So charges next. We'll go the Spirit Seer here with the spear. Okay, so Spirit Seer with the spear this time. 2s to hit. Always 2s to wound. 2 saves are 3+. If you fail any of these, Chaplain is dead. Failed. It's 2 damage. He's gone. Nice one, Psychers. Good for you, Spirit Seer. Okay, so he's gone. So just take those wounds away. So nearest enemy, that's there. So we'll just leave him where he is. Then Prince Uriel will try and stab the Sanguinary Priest. That's terrible, but he can reroll. Always 2s to wound. Oh, dear me. -2.
5-up armor.
5-up save to stay alive.
For the Emperor. Oh, that's a 5.
That is a 5. Well done.
So right.
Sanguinary Priest stayed alive. That's incredible. Okay, so no, it's a wiped out unit. It would have been nice. It would have been nice to do it, but he's still around, and I need to wipe out these Terminators here. Otherwise, there might be some Narthekium taking place here. Autarch next. Going to put all of the attacks into. No, it was. How many Scouts left? There are 2 Scouts. I need to wound that Predator.
You can split your attacks.
I can split them, but I think I might put them all into that Predator. It's got to do some serious damage to that thing. So we'll go for. Yeah, we could wipe out them Scouts. Oh boy, tough choices here. I'm going to go for 3 attacks into the scouts. I want to take them out. Reroll this one. 3's to kill. Perfection. Okay, so that's that. And then 1 attack into the tank. Nothing. 0. Okay. I can consolidate in. I'll push him in a bit further here against the Predator. So he's there. It's wobbly model. I'm just down that gap. If James moves, we can position him better. But he's just tucked there in the ruin. So pick a combat, any combat. Avatar. That's the one that's left, really. So, and then James can fight back here. So 5 attacks with the Avatar of Cain. Measure it. I don't think so. Prince Uriel's probably out of 6. No. So we'll take away that 1. 2's to wound. Phew, they make it through. Okay, 4+ invuln saves required here. James needs to pass 3 of these. Oh, James, no. Oh. So 1 gone. Oh, I was going to roll my damage. No, but it's a straight. Oh, the sergeant remains alive. That is quite a turn up there. A massive turn up because he remains alive. He can repair him and so on. So this is good. James is rolling dice, so getting ready to fight back. Going to hit the Avatar. Okay, so 3 attacks.
4s. That's it.
4s, straight 4s. Yeah, no rerolls now.
2 hits.
Gets his 2 hits. Oh no, you can bring the Avatar down.
Strength 8.
Yes.
Plus 1 strength.
Strength 9. Yeah, you're on freeze to wound. Oh, 1 comes through. 5+ invuln save was this trouble.
3 damage.
Oh no, please.
Body. Goodbye.
Avatar's gone. What a result.
And that is assassinate.
And a point. Oh no, the agony. Agony here for the Eldar. Avatar's gone. Terminator's still alive. Nice one. And James, you can fight back here as well with your Sanguinary Priest. He gets his attacks. 3 attacks needing 2s. Going after Prince Uriel, I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll go for Uriel.
Or you don't have to. You can go after the spirits here. It's up to you.
Go for the spirits, yeah.
Okay. 2's to hit here. Yep. 2's to wound.
Yes.
Okay.
2 wounds.
2 saves of 4+. That 1. Alright, so wound on him. He's not too bad. He's got 4 wounds, so he's taken 1. And that is it. Yes. Oh, the Predator can fight back, actually. So 3 attacks, needing 6s.
1 hit. Strength.
2's to wound.
As a wound.
Come on, don't get run over. Oh, okay, survived. All right.
It's freeze to wound. I think it's only strength.
6. Right, is it? Okay. Oh, toughness 4, of course, yeah, for the jetbike. All right, so that's the end of the turn. So that Predator's silence, we've knocked down the firepower on that thing at least, but still the 2 Storm Ravens on patrol here. They will cause trouble here for the Eldar for sure. The Terminator's still alive. James has a chance of bringing another Terminator back with an Arphakium here, with the gravely wounded Sanguinary Priest, and the Sanguinor in pretty good condition and free to roam here on this flank. So the game is on still. Blood Angels, I reckon, still ahead here. A chance for them to start mopping up the Eldar if they play well. We'll go on to the 4th turn for them next. Alright, so moving down for the Blood Angels here. Again, you can see the zigzagging taking place by the 2 flyers. Great resource for the Blood Angels to have in this game. And then Sanguinori's duty done in this corner has decided to advance. James rolled a 6, and off he goes. 18-inch move across in this direction. James's card. He drew a card this turn, requiring 3 cards here on turn 4. James only had 2 left, so he drew a new card, and it's secure objective number 6 over there. So that's where the Sanguinor's headed off to. Scouts were dropped off here. This one's gone into hover mode, dropped off the scouts, and has gone 20 over here. So scouts now hold objective number 5. I take it that's one of your cards as well. Yes,
yes.
Secure. Objective number 5. Nice one. Okay. And then around here, it's great manoeuvring by the Blood Angels here in this game. Back into flight mode with this one. Moving off in this direction. Combat continues, and yes, the Sanguinary Priest is closed in here to help out with an Arphakium there for the Terminator Sergeant, see if he can get one of his brethren restored. Predator's moved and popped smoke, pulling out of combat, not be able to shoot this turn. So yes, James, you fulfilled advance outside of your deployment zone. So you wanted to get out of combat, but then moved a full move there to get out of the deployment zone with all of the units, and James has picked up a point for that. So he's nicely ahead here with points. So Blood Angels looking in good shape. Really, a lot of their hardware remains in decent enough condition. One Terminator remains alive. That is a vital result there. We'll go on to shooting phase next. We'll see how well the Blood Angels potentially can mop up a lot of these Eldar characters. Alright, so shooting phase. Rockets fired here at the Wraith Guard, but no damage caused against them. Prince Uriel's gone though. He was taken up by a
Melter and a las cannon.
Melter and a las cannon, so he's gone. Las cannon caused 4 wounds, and the Melter caused wounds and brought him down, failing our invuln saves. Then James fired around here with the scouts firing across, and also Melter shots coming through, and also the Hurricane Bolters coming through. A total of 4 casualties here on the Rangers, just one of them left. It's a great scenario here, snipers in the buildings, and these flyers just driving around the streets here, just hosing down buildings, trying to flush them out. It's been a great theme to this battle here. But Blood Angels dominating the skies here on patrol, flushing out the Eldar wherever they find them. Shooting phase is finished. The Blood Angels truly do dominate the table. We'll go into charges and Overwatch next, and combat resolution. Alright, so combat's resolved. The Warlock was smashed to pieces here by the Sergeant here for the Terminators. James rolled for Narfakian, by the way. No rerolls allowed now as all the command points are gone, and failed to resurrect just there. But consolidation move done, just gone upstairs onto objective number 1. So, secure 5. Ah, yes, good drop off there with scouts. Nice play putting the scouts inside the Storm Wave. They didn't start there, they were picked up earlier on, then taken off to their new location. They've picked up a point. And James, keeping the points flowing in, will guide his army on to victory here. Alright, so that's the end. I think the Eldar are done here. But we'll press on to their turn 4. There's a chance for them to pick up some more points available for some of our cards. So we'll go on to their turn 4 next. Okay, so Eldar turn here on turn 4. I think it's impossible for us to win the game. James has knocked up so many points here that we'll not be able to catch up on the points that are available. But we'll see. Defend objective number 3. So we started that process. We've advanced to both of these units. They're both within 3 inches. So James will need to flush them out on his turn. Otherwise we'll get 2 points. Then around here we've fulfilled this one. Secure objective number 6. So, well no, actually, all our cards have gone. If we go on to another turn, we'll be able to draw a couple of fresh cards. So yeah, the game's not over yet, but we've just picked up points for that one. So Eldar have secured number 6. And then defend objective number 2. Just trade that one in. So we started that process here with the Autarch. He's 3 inches down, and I'll be able to shoot just there. So it's all about defence now for the Eldar. As best as they can is the key to try and pick up as many points as possible, try and draw a few new fresh cards, try and keep our hopes of a possible victory alive, but victory may well have escaped us here. Okay, we'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Okay, Psychic Phase complete. Smite went off and put 3 more wounds here on the Storm Ravens. It's just got 2 wounds left. That cripples it there, and a further -1 to hit, which will help the Eldar as they try to survive. So we'll go on to Shooting Phase next. So shooting here, we couldn't fire because we advanced with the spirits here. No damage done with the laser lance, but a wound was picked up with the twin shuriken catapults firing at the predator. James down to 10 wounds. It's going to take a lot to reduce him down. Mightily tempted to charge, but we need to try and hang on to this objective. But if we don't charge, James is going to get 4 las cannon shots against me. Dear, we may have to charge here. This is difficult.
Giving up the objective.
Giving up the objective, that's the problem. We've got -1 to hit, 4s, 2s to wound, a couple of invuln saves, and then we'll be dead. Oh, there's a chance of being brought down. Then he could bring a Storm Raven across. I need to cut his firepower options down. Difficult choices here. Do we charge or not? We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. Tell you what we'll do. We'll try a charge. If we make it in, James is getting Overwatch dice ready, but there's no point because of his trait. So if we make it in, we'll fight the combat. If we don't, we'll stay where we are. We'll let the dice decide. Here it comes. God, it's a 10. He wants to get in the fight, so away he goes. So we'll position ourselves just down here, just within an inch. So James is saying can't hit me in combat. 6+ to hit, -1 because of the Shimmer Plume. So 0 attacks will be made by the tank. 4 attacks then, in 2s. We can reroll this one. Now, If you get a lot of 5s and 6s, there will be trouble. Oh, it was worth the charge. That's why the charge went ahead. That's 4 wounds. James drops to 6 and possibly a bracket there for damage. I think that will be a damage bracket also. So, yes, because you start in 11 wounds. Dropping to 6 will put you in a damage bracket. Yeah, no, it's 3 to 5 wounds, so that you can still fire at full effect. No, you're not be able to fire at all now. That's eliminated him, but he's not dropped a bracket yet. So that's combat's resolved there. Not too bad there from the Autarch. He should be tucked in a bit closer, actually. I'll just push him in, just so he's tucking him within an inch. I also fired the sniper, by the way. There's one left. He passed morale, and we missed firing at this flyer. That is the end of the turn. Blood Angels now can press on to their turn 5. Continue on with the mopping up action of the Eldar here. Their attack's been broken. Time ticks away. Both sides trying to pick up as many points as they can. We'll press on now to turn 5 now for the Blood Angels. Contested at the moment. Yes. So movement done. So hover mode here with him.
Yep,
hover mode and hover mode with the other one as well. James just hovering now in position, getting ready to just unload all of his firepower. Sanguinor's moved across. Uh-oh, there's trouble here for the Spirits here. Pulling out of combat here and going 12. And then they're heading off in this direction. Dragging his wounds with him. And fouled again with enough Echium to resurrect. Poking around the bodies here to try and find one of the fallen brethren to resurrect, but failing this time around as well. Scouts on the move as well. Turn 5, James had 1 card left, so he drew a new card, and it's secure objective number 4, which is all the way at the top just there. So scouts have a long walk, a lot of climbing to do to try and reach that objective, and there is 1 lone ranger just there to stand in their way, if he can. Alright, so that's it. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Alright, so shooting finished. He's still alive, but a melter shot here finished off the Autarch. So he was brave. He came down to fight, but then was picked on and destroyed. He is gone, and so I think has the Eldar chances of any victory here. That was firepower coming in from this Storm Raven. It hosed down the last Ranger as well, so he's gone. And then around here we lost 2 Wraith Guard in total from las cannon fire and rocket fire. So just the 1 left. We will hold on to this objective. James has failed to flush us out of here, so we'll pick up 2 points for that. But we do have, yes, we have an assault to take place. The Sanguinor will charge into the Spirit Seal. Alright, so we've resolved the combat there. The Spirit Seal was destroyed, and James has now picked up secure objective number 6. So, any other cards? Number 4, no, it was a long walk. Potentially, you would pick it up later, but not now. Eldar can trade in theirs as well here for defending objective number 3. Okay, so that's the end of the turn, and I think it's the end of the game. The Eldar is spent here. They'll secure this corner of the table, but it's been a massacre here with their attack that went through here. Turn 1 was helpful for the Blood Angels. It wasn't particularly decisive, but it helped the Blood Angels get ahead, and it was their firepower that overwhelmed the Eldar in the end. We'll get a final score now for victory points. So points scored. We'll do the Eldar points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 points picked up by them. Then James got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points, and then First Blood, Slay the World, and Line Breaker as well. So 12 points picked up, 12 points to 6. A clear victory here for the Blood Angels for sure. I like the 2 Storm Ravens.
It does bring flexibility.
It's flexibility.
If you had another rack of Hurricane Bolters.
More Hurricane Bolters, yes, we'll get those modelled on.
20 points.
20 points, oh yes, it's well worth doing. Okay, see if we can squeeze that in to the list. But we're just experimenting here. Blood Angel's not going to give up on them, and they've picked themselves up a victory here. The Eldar are meant to be making a big bounce back, a new list, winning all their games. Blood Angels have spot the party here and have humbled this Eldar force, and they've picked up a great victory that helped them in their quest to try and get more victories and to move their way up the ranking system here on the channel. So there it is, Eldar versus Blood Angels. It's been an epic fight here, an enjoyable game for sure, and we do look forward to playing these 2 forces colliding again. Maybe the Eldar will have their revenge next time around, we'll have to see. Yeah, James just pointed out here.
Sorry, I forgot to hand the card over there.
Right, another point. Okay, so 13 points to 6 for securing objective number 6. That was a late trade in there. Another victory point. So 13-6 the final score. But a good result here for Blood Angels. That'll be a great victory for them to celebrate. Gives them hope for the future. Oh dear. Another Imperial army has been led to victory here. Imperium seems to be dominating, really. Ultramarines, Imperial Guard, Blood Angels now doing well. So Xenos need to get their act together. Here, some army out there somewhere needs to crush these Imperial forces. Eldar are struggling at the moment. Is there anyone else out there that can humble them? We'll have to see in future games. But there it is. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time. Alright, so units of the game. I'm going to give it to the Autarch on the jet bike. He's a real menace. And he's a bargain at 108 points, so pretty happy with how he was used. He lasted right to the very end of the game, and it took a lot of firepower to bring him down eventually. Then, for James, the Predators did okay. They're alright, they're firepower. They're not picked on as much because the Storm Ravens draw the firepower from the opponent, and James is going to give it to the Storm Raven gunships. Manoeuvrable, flexible, excellent base of firepower, and able to transport units around the board as well. So a general all-round unit, expensive enough in points, but you pay for what you get here for these. They're pretty good, and so the two of them working together seems to be a pretty good combination. Alright, so that's units of the game for both sides.